Infernals is here, and in this video I will be doing a blind playthrough of one of the new origins, Cosmic Dawn, where we must dig deep into the new volcanic world, discovering mysteries and buffing up this empire a lot. I'll also be using new civics, traits, ship sets and other cosmetics, and somehow with this combination I made quite an OP Unity rush into a tool tech build. I just can't help myself. If you are interested in buying Infernals, make sure to use mine or another creator's code to give us a cut off the sale. My link is in the description, or you can use my case-sensitive code EP30Stellaris at checkout on the Paradox store, where you'll get a Steam key to redeem. Thank you. Now, let's get into the video. It's insane. Infernals and 4.2 is here, and this is the empire we're running with, focusing on the Cosmic Dawn origin. The civilization did not rise, it was released. As the stasis pods unlocked, they awakened to a world age beyond recognition. Yet all is not lost. Scattered beneath dust and ruin across the galaxy, their past endures, waiting to be rediscovered. We have some effects. We have a volcanic world, which is the new world type, which gives alloys from jobs 5%, and it's only size 14, which is really small. We also start with 5 ancient stasis pods, which on clearing gives 100 pops and a +1 to max districts. We also start with the situation deep excavation. This origin is more focused on the story of excavating and finding mysteries of the past. I don't actually know, I've not played it, I'm going in blind. The negative though is we start with 600 less pops, which is pretty annoying considering we have +5 stasis pods. So these pops created are just getting us back to level playing field, which is annoying. There's a whole host of requirements, we're meeting them all. Then starting with 2 new civics, Fire Cult, which gives a lot. Lots of Unity. Basically, Unity job output will increase proportionally with lower habitability, up to 500%. We also get a faction off game start, which is why we've gone democratic and egalitarian to buff that faction up. I don't know what it gives, probably Unity. Priests become fire dancers, which give Unity amenities and stability. This replaces politicians with fire oracles on planets with habitability lower than 50. Then we can get Ember Legions on planets that are lower than 20%, which we'll have to check out what they do, how strong they are. And we get access to the Blazing Scourge planetary decision, which creates a Blazing Scourge blocker, which we can add up to 5 planets to the blockers, which each gradually decrease the planet's habitability by 20%. It also grants Unity and amenities, and grants volatile motes and exotic gases. So basically, we're going to be trying to lower habitability to get more Unity. We then also got Planet Forgers, which means we can turn planets into volcanic worlds with the Volcanic Forge, which also gives the Thermotechnic Mentors, which give Unity to miners, physics to technicians, engineering to metallurgists, and society to artisans. Planets with Volcanic Forge will gradually turn into a volcanic world, and guaranteed habitable worlds will be dry. I don't know how this works because we're already volcanic thermophiles, but you can pick this as any empire, you don't have to be thermophile as long as you meet these requirements. We've also got 2 new traits we're using: Pyroclastic Channeling, pop growth on volcanic worlds plus 10%. We're making volcanic worlds, we live on a volcanic world. Let's get the free pop growth. It's only on +1, which means it's better than rapid breeders wherever that is, as that's a 2 cost for 10%. So it's pretty good if you have volcanic worlds. We're also going Unbreakable Resolve. For every 100 pops on the planet, we get 0.2 stability at a max of 15. If you do the math, that's 7,500 pops will get the maximum stability. And since we're lowering habitability, we can keep our stability high with this trait. Then got Intelligent, Fleeting, and Non-Adaptive. Might as well start off with -10% habitability towards the Civic. We've got the Volcanic World, the bottom step. We've got the Infernal City. It does also change the planet for all of them, which is pretty cool. And of course, we have the Diplomatic Room. We're also using the mechanical ship Infernals, which looks pretty sick, to be honest. We're playing on my standard settings, Grand Admiral, mid-game sailing at year 50, just so if an aggressive empire spawns next to us, we don't instantly die. I've gone for quicker tech and traditions, 0.5 standard growth, just so we can get through the game a bit quicker and discover all the cool new things. Let's get into it. We woke with only the faintest sense that we had ever fallen asleep. Even now, our strongest evidence of a time before comes not from our own memories, but from the complex technology that preserved us in stasis. Thousands upon thousands of pods, massive heat transfer systems, cauldrons, churning molten rock. Beyond these bare mechanisms, clues to our origin were inscribed in the walls. Fleets of ships, scattering from cooling worlds to seek warmth amongst the stars. In search of answers, we left this underground birthing chamber. Across the surface of the bottom step, we discovered useful technology and resources. We've also found evidence of further facilities nestled within the planet's crust. Some hold sleepers we might welcome as kin. And what of the stars? Are there ever like us, still sleeping? If they exist, perhaps they can help us answer our most burning question. Who are we? Burning pun. I've also gone pacifist. I don't use pacifism ever. I thought the extra stability might help with the lower habitability. And then we've gone spiritualist because we had to for fire cult. It also gives us more unity and less edict upkeep. You can see we've got the nice warm aura in our system, and we have the Infernal world, which is slightly different as we still produce energy. However, our magma conduits produce minerals and alloys, which is pretty nice. We do have a new district here, the Thermotechnic Forums, that give 200 housing per district, gives us more mentor jobs, and the mentors will augment other jobs, giving the mining unity, technicians physics, materialist engineering, artisans society, plus 0.6 every time we do that. So you can kind of get a little bit of a baseline of basically the sciences and unity on your planets. It's expensive-ish, it's 450 instead of 300. It's not too bad. Might build one straight away because you know I like tech. You know it. We have that decision which costs 300 minerals, which will lower the habitability. We also have our ancient stasis pods on here that are producing us some society, and it does cost a lot of energy. So we're going to need some basic resources to get going on these planets. In terms of tech, we're going for the science buildings. Why would we not? We could get the Volcanic Forge and Foundry, which do add the mentor jobs, by the way, on top of the district, which could be really nice later on. But I'm not going to go for that yet. Science building. Same here. We want the science buildings. Okay, yes. This is a bit annoying. Our guaranteed habitable worlds are arid and desert. They're not volcanic, so kind of a little bit of an anti-synergy, but I'm here to try the new things. So let's do that. Let's survey the size 14 first, and then we can get to the size 13. Military ships, as always, send Winston out here to explore.
We did suicide missions in the army that had better odds than this.
Let's try and get some minerals going so we can start building stuff and putting our civilians to work. Let's get 20 of them. Colony ships still cost consumer goods and alloys. I don't know why it's 300. Has that changed? I swear it was always 200. Maybe it's different for the thermophiles because we don't have food. That's probably what it is. We don't need food. We do instead have an alloy upkeep. We also have more leader lifespan. Cold worlds suck. And we have minimum habitability on volcanic worlds. I don't know how that works when we're destroying it, but I guess we'll see. On our main starbase, we can still build a hydro bay, which we can then just sell, so we will do that. Signals in the deep, our first event from our origin. Targeted scans have found evidence of sophisticated facilities buried beneath the surface of the bottom step, increasing in size and complexity as they approach the core. Their material and energy signatures match those of the stasis chamber where we first awoke. These must be remnants of our previous civilization. If we can access these facilities, we may find answers to the greatest questions about our past. Who are we and what happened to us? Issue special project, drilling the crust. So we have a project here that requires a construction ship for 10,080 days. Construction ship's not doing anything, so get to work, I guess. Off you go. We do get our faction founded, the Scourge of the Volcano. Their members promote spiritualist values, praising hardship and the ability to suffer through it. Physical trials play a significant role in their society. Okay then, there's only one. Let's just promote them. They do have not weird goals, but different goals. They want a planet under 20% habitability. They want resettlement forbidden. Sure, it is. What do you mean? If migration controls or forced resettlement are enabled. Oh, okay, there you go. We need to make more volcanic worlds. The blazing scourge has been deployed. So they want the armies too on planets. Well, tough. You can have those. You can be happy with that. We do have a hefty unity income because we do have the fire dancers giving us 21 unity off the start, which is pretty nice. I'm going to go mercantile to start to get more unity going and more trade since we have civilians. We also have enough minerals to build something. I think I'm too greedy if I go the Thermotechnic Center right off the start. Let's go for minerals. It's what we need to build stuff, so we may as well. And we get some alloys from it, which is nice. We can now sell that food monthly. And let's make the civilians produce trade. So we go from 12 trade to 26. We can buy a few more minerals. And we can build our first colony ship. We might need another construction ship first because they are going to take a while to actually get the construction ship going because of the situation. Yeah, we'll build a construction ship first. Let's get adaptive economic policies, which means we can turn our trade into consumer goods. Unity, trade policy. Let's make unity. I forgot about edicts too. We have very cheap ones. Let's put venerations of saints on, since the resource produced from fire dancers go up by 20%. And then we could put peace festivals on for 10% happiness. We are like 97% stability. Now, the real question is, do we start doing the blazing scourge? Now, the issue with that is habitability will, when negative, lower pop growth speed. So I don't really want to do that yet, especially on a capital. So I think we'll leave that for now. Right, I'm greedy. Let's build a thermotechnic forum. We have enough minerals now. We found a tundra world, which could be actually really good to settle to get the negative habitability on there, since tundra worlds suck for us. And then we could slowly turn it into a volcanic world, but benefit with the unity early on. Kind of like that. So we will just survey towards that afterwards. Let's get 10% more trade. Oh, the planet forges also gives us more habitability to volcanic worlds and gives us more districts there. It's a kind of anti-synergy with Firecall. But hey, this works out for the future video where we do the crisis path and the other origin for showing off the other civics too. Yeah, let's just get more monthly unity. I guess we're unity rushing. We have made a unity rush build. Our original. And then our economy is quite good. I'll build another sea district so we can get more alloys, consumer goods, tech. Our military ship is dying. They survived. They retreated. Fine. Let's build in. I thought that said oil and I was about to go full American. With our spare trade, I'm going to buy some alloys. We have those thermotechnic mentors now. They have a hefty consumer good upkeep, actually. That's quite a lot. But they're giving tech and unity everywhere, which has boosted it, which means our city district will be even better. Oh my word. There are about 1 billion planets near us. We need another science ship. Let's settle on oil. It is now called oil, right? And there's a molten world. Why can't we settle there? And we've already finished mercantile. Not bad. Monthly trade goes up. Let's just go more unity, one vision. Because we can go ascension paths like biogenesis and robots. Probably spiritualists too. I don't think we're locked out of any of those. Okay, let's get the scientists going. Survey these other worlds. Probably start here, and we should probably try and build star bases where we can. We have enough edict fund to fortify the border as well, so we may as well. I mean, we could even go isolations for more unity. I'm doing it. Lean into the innovative unity rush. 86 unity a month. Yeah, more unity from Hub to Worlds. Yeah, we can go psionics and synthetics and cloning. Very cool. I'm going to prosperity now. It's going to give us huge buffs to building up these planets early on. And we have a lot of them that we can see. And drilling the crust is about to be done. More kin awakened. We've uncovered more stasis pods containing living delvers. We're in the process of waking them, but they appear to have no clearer sense of the past than we do. Authorize a full-scale excavation, which starts the situation deep excavation and creates 100 pops, or remove only what's necessary. Start the situation and create pops. I'm going to go full scale. Let's go for it. I also forgot kind of the blockers, but we've only just had the energy to queue it up. What does deep excavation do? Excavation has revealed subterranean facilities housing advanced technology, archive data, and stasis pods containing more of our dormant kin. Our history itself is buried here. If we can dig it all up, we may finally understand who we are. We're on strip mining currently, which gives us 4 minerals a month, but has a 37 upkeep. But it gets through the situation quicker, which I like. 1.5. Targeted drilling, 2 energy upkeep and 2 resources. And 2 minerals, but a 0.5 gain. Well, if we can afford strip mining, let's go for it. It's only 2 more. I don't understand why it's only 2 more for that much more upkeep. But hey, oh, we are negative energy now. Maybe we want to get an energy district next. Maybe slightly. Let's stop buying as many minerals and help buy a bit of energy, because I do want to clear the basis blockers too to get as many pops as we can. And now this construction ship can go on automatic build while we expand elsewhere. Let's reduce infrastructure cost. I'm actually going to remove the city district and rebuild it because it's cheaper and we get some minerals back. We have a star base. Let's build trade because we get more trade and we get unity from trade. And we find the Cybrex, which is actually quite interesting with Infernals. Senior biological lab's done. I do want the forge, but not yet. Let's get pop growth speed. Our energy is now fixed. We probably want the senior biological lab next. We have our first colony. It does have 50% habitability. I am very, very tempted to ruin the habitability here, but it replaces politicians. We ain't got politicians here yet because it's a small little colony, so let's not do that yet. Okay, this is going to be our mineral world, when we should have colonized this a while ago. Oops. So this would probably be industry. Maybe now we get the volcanic forge, but also unity. Let's go unity. I'm so greedy. I hate myself. Here a workshop can be built. We've done the first stage of the deep excavation. As we continue to uncover more stasis pods, we find that the loss of memory is almost complete. Some of our newly awakened kin have asked the very question we now ponder. Who are you? Despite centuries of history and increasingly developed society, cannot claim to be any closer to the answer than they are. Unlike the sleepers, their databases do not hold stunning new information. We replicated the analysis several times to confirm, but the results are undeniable. The data suggests that over 12 billion years have passed since we first entered stasis. That's a long time. This places our origin close to the beginning of the universe, amidst the formation of the earliest stars and planets. We might be among the very first Sentinels to ever evolve. Maybe we're God. Catch up on what we're missing. We get engineering research, we get ancient tunnels and a max district, or the universe is rightfully ours. That's what I was thinking. We get Unity and the same modifiers. I mean, Unity Rush. There's another what the heck is this spawn? Okay, now I think it's worth going to the Forge since we buffed our tech 2 to get it down to 26 months. I want to start turning these into Volcanic worlds. Let's go Tech Ascendancy now we've finished. Prosperity. I had a few comments saying it doesn't give more research speed. Well, it's actually in the policies now. As you can see, it gives us physics, research, society, and engineering. They each give 10%. But you can change it to give you more chance to the different options and a research speed only to that. It's okay. I think the general research speed is just good, but if you're really hunting for something, these can help. But except for that, it's exactly the same. So a slight buff because it gives you more options, basically. I'm really tempted to do the Blazing Surge on our capital. It's got so many, like, it's built up to be politician stuff. Wait, we can specialize? Whoa, hold up. The auxiliary center can have districts too. Oh my word, this is incredible. And it's all science based. That's pretty insane. The resource gain's actually going up now. I don't know if it scales on anything or if it's based on the stages. I've not already built any more basic districts, so I'm presuming it's based on the stage. As we go deeper, costs more but we get more, maybe. 100 stability is pretty nice though. Our faction's now producing this 14 unity, 1.5 thousand pops are in there. We're 5.6 thousand though, so I don't know what they're waiting to do. And they're annoyed because we don't have pyromanic priests, not enough fire dancers. Shush. Third tradition. I am very tempted by Harmony because it gives us less crime, more stability. If we're going to destroy our planet soon with the negative habitability, that could be good. Discovery could be good for less upkeep from researchers. Premise is always nice, but I am pacifist, so people should like us. Let's go Harmony. I mean, does this mean I should just sell these? No, because we need pops there, right? I mean, these could be Unity worlds because we always get fire dancers though. I'm doing it. We will save up and colonize them and make them Unity worlds. I mean, we can also turn them into Volcanic worlds because of the other civic we have with Planet Forges, which is quite funny. The next stage of the deep excavation is here. Life support failure. We've excavated a tragedy. Logs from this intact stasis pod facility reveal that the bottom steps spent billions of years adrift before being captured by its current star. That capture triggered a massive tidal surge. Though these forces forged the volcanic paradise we now call home, the initial shockwave critically ruptured the facility's power cells. Automated systems prioritized high-ranking individuals, shutting down lower status pods and structural maintenance. Wow, that's dark. Scientists predict that only one individual can be rescued before activation compromises the leaking power supply and cascades into a full tunnel collapse. Had hierarchy not dictated priority, we might have saved many more. Ooh, that is dark. Scientific progress is paramount, we get a scientist. Prioritizing expert was a good choice, we get an official. We'll defuse the cells without excavations. We get a max district on our capital. Oh, we don't really need a scientist or governor. They could be good though. I hate this. Unless these leaders are good, I'm saving. Let's check. For science. What does the scientist have? It's a level 3 scientist. It's got no unique traits. The official, okay. The official does have private -2, which gives a lot more minerals and XP. Now the real question is, does it have the same leader every time? Because that means people can min-max this for leaders. It does not. They're different leaders. Okay, so it's totally random, level 3. You don't even get to pick the traits. For me, I don't really care that much. I'd rather the extra district on our capital because it just raises effectively the size, I think, right? Yeah, like it's still size 14, but we can have more districts. We get actually up to 20 districts on our capital, so I would rather that. Interstellar Refugia. Christopher Brocklehurst is reconstructing their stasis archives. Latest findings suggest numerous minor delvers populations may be scattered across the galaxy, preserved in stasis as we once were. The archives recorded these worlds' positions, with the entire stars born and lost since locating them, now requires complex interpolation. As proof of concept, Christopher Brocklehurst has identified one such planet, but translating the full dataset is only the beginning. Meanwhile, a troubling thought arises. Starflight may not be our true home star, but merely one refuge among many. If so, where is our origin? Does it still matter? Let's find our king. They will get the Carefree trait, granting the following effects: anomaly research speed 20%, and Hydrophad 2 gets anomaly. Or we can just get Unity and get the anomaly, and that's on this planet, where there are 2 planets there, interestingly enough. We're good with Unity. Let's get the anomaly speed. We'll let this science ship take over there, and then you can do the new anomaly to make progress on the origin. What's strip mining doing now? 58 energy upkeep for 16 minerals. It's alright, I guess. Oh, Winston, no! Winston died exploring. How could he? Anyway, let's replace him with Turbo. Let's go explore this way. Isolated sleepers. Christopher discovered an underground facility housing more of our kin in stasis, and successfully awakened them. Unlike us, they retain faint memories of their previous lives, and are sustained by stories of a great space empire that might one day return to rescue them. That's us, by the way, we're the great empire. They're cautious but recognize us as kin. We can present ourselves as their long-awakened saviors, heirs to that ancient glory. I like how I already defaulted to that response. Or we could tell the truth. We are forging something new, and as eager to learn from them as we are to teach. Additional references in these archives allowed us to narrow down a second candidate with more stasis pods. Yeah, we are the saviors. We get Unity, we get Pops, and an anomaly, or minerals and anomaly. Unity. And we are the saviors. Starflight has the anomaly. Let's go there. I had a feeling we'd have more anomalies, hence why. I mean, they don't even have the trait. Did I click the wrong thing? Oh well. Oh no, we've got new factions. So you still get the other factions, which is interesting. I'm going to reduce our empire size from Pops. Oh, I forgot to build a volcanic forge. Let's do that on both these planets when we can. Christopher discovered more of our kin in stasis and succeeded in waking them, but they respond with fear, demanding we leave. They neither recognize us as kin nor welcome our presence. After tense negotiation, they express a desire to leave and explore the galaxy. We could offer them a simple ship at a modest cost, or given our constant need for labor, we relocate them to our nearest colony. Perhaps then they'll see reason. The archives of this facility show the location of another world with more stasis pods. We lose 150 alloys, but they'll return in 2 years, and we get an anomaly, or we get 200 pops. 200 pops is really nice, but I really do want to see what happens. The meta play is the pops. The curious in me is the return event. Cota 5 gets an event. Please be within our... Yeah, it is in our space. That's good. Because we are pacifists, so if we have to go murder someone to get anomalies and stuff, might be screwed. I guess you can do anomalies in friendly space, can't you? So it's fine. The Volcanic Forge, you have to have 0 blockers, which is a bit annoying. Which means we can't do the thing. The thing, as in kill the habitability with it. But that's fine. These worlds, we don't actually want to do that. You can also upgrade it with gases, giving us more monthly progress and more thermotechnic mentor jobs. And there's a terraforming bar at the top. So it slowly terraforms to Volcanic World. I don't think it's possible to terraform, but maybe you can with the tech. I don't actually know. Christopher uncovered a smaller stasis facility, along with a hidden starport housing a nearly functional science vessel. Minor repairs will suffice. The site also held a trove of scientific data, including preserved specimens from other species, some likely ancestral to modern sentience. It's unclear if these were taken by force or given willingly, but the vessel includes holding cells designed for sentient cargo. Oh no, they were slavers. Oh no. We stand to gain much by studying them, perhaps even continuing the research, though other empires may object to us dissecting their pallbearers. Study the specimens, we get Society and Specimen, Ancient Stasis Pod. Return the specimens to their relatives, we just get Unity, or scrap the evidence, 800 alloys. That's a lot of alloys, but I want to know what the specimen is, so I'm clicking that. And it ends the event. The Ancient Stasis Pod, a casket of synthetic stone outfitted with astonishingly precise thermal controls. These pods were used by ancient, the magma well ascendancy, to enter stasis for billions of years, and ruse their inhabitants only if temperatures warmed enough to support them. This pod came from a facility where many of the systems failed, and the inhabitants perished. It serves as a stark, solemn reminder of the trials the magma well ascendancy survivors have overcome. Cost 10 base cost. Resource produced from research is 3%. That's insane. That's like the only specimen that gives a research output. Well, there we go. That's a good choice. Funnily enough, this terraforming still happens. So 5% goes up to 6. even if we don't have the thermotechnic mentals, and I don't really want them because they're not really giving us many bonuses and have a huge consumer good upkeep. 4% unity. Let's go for cancel slot. We're now at stage 4 of the deep excavation. Our latest excavation revealed a surprise. This group of sleepers awoke centuries ago, but never left the facility. Architectural analysis shows it locks from the outside, seemingly to contain them. Coming through the reinforced doors, we were instantly met with hostility, though the sleepers have since withdrawn. The archives may explain this, but access risks further provocation. We could storm the facility and end the matter swiftly, or attempt to bribe them into cooperation. Oh, there's a new special project. I'm guessing Storm will need armies. Let's bribe them. I want friends. Bribing them just costs research. Okay, that's fine. We have a little bit of research going. Not much, but a little bit. And deep excavation could not happen until we finish that, so a good thing we're getting on it straight away. Now we're getting 20 minerals of 60. I mean, I may as well turn this off for a little bit. I don't need minerals. I actually need the energy so we can start clearing the blockers. The sleepers who took our vessel have returned, aboard a massive warship no less. Their journey across the galaxy brought them into conflict with pirates who they outwitted and ultimately overthrew. This was worth it already. Seizing the enemy ship sparked something in them, a taste for piracy. From there, their raids grew bolder, their targets more powerful, but even successful piracy can't last forever. Now they've come home, seeking stability, and perhaps something greater. With their ship experienced the spoils, they could yet prove very useful. It's worth the cost. We could use their ship in our fleet. We gain a cruiser. Retrofit their ship to settle a new world for us, a colony ship. Or we have space for them at our capital. You get the pops in the end. Our alloys are fine. We have no planets to colonize. We do have one actually, but I can afford to do that. So let's just get the pops. Pops are the best resource in the game. We've cracked the prison. Months of trade left the former stasis inmates reliant on our supplies. When we threatened to end it, they panicked and ceded control of the facility. That's not what I was expecting us to do. I thought we were just going to gift them stuff, but okay. Archives confirm it was a prison. These individuals once pushed for radical technologies to reheat the cooling universe. Some ideas absurd, others dangerously practical. Fortunately, they remember none of this. As scientists study the site, the former inmates are integrated into our society well on their way to assimilation. More pops? 300 pops in Unity and a Max District. This origin is really cool, actually. You start off quite negative, but we're getting pops like crazy now, as well as building the size. We're up to 21 max districts now, which, hey, that's pretty good. Let's get back on strip mining to progress through this quicker. And we found a peaceful trader next to us. Perfect. Establish an embassy. I'll happily take Megacorp stuff inside us. Teehee. Let's do a non-aggression. Maybe. We'll leave it. They want a non-aggression, sure. Okay, we now have an awful world at 0% habitability. We can get allegiance though. 250 minerals, 3 to 6 damage, which is a lot more than the assault. Morale damage is insanely more. Collateral damage is more. Health is over double. Morale's the same. And the upkeep is double. Those are pretty good. Also makes the Scourge of the Volcano like us more. Now what we need to do on this planet is somehow get the population up. I'm planning to go cloning so we can just get clone bats. So that then we can get the fire oracles, but we may as well get priests on here, so we'll make these unity. We'll give you a temple. Stability's very good because we get pacifism, utopian dream, pops. People love us. We don't need to worry. So yeah, these will be our unity worlds, and that means we can turn our capital to science. We could turn them into volcanic worlds, but I'm not going to, as I do want some with low habitability. But the Savannah world will eventually have a volcanic forge. We just have to clear the blockers. Commercial pact with the Megacorp. Yes, please. And we can afford to do the final blocker. We're in the final stage now of deep excavation, and a tragic accident has happened at the site of the latest excavation. The power station in the facility has been damaged, though the stasis pods are still active for now. Suspicion has fallen on some of the recently assimilated Infernals from the previous facility. It's rumoured they may not have been the most diligent of workers. They're stupid, basically. It's unclear how much longer the systems will remain operational. If we want to rescue the sleepers, we need to act before the facility runs out of power. Purge any disloyal workers, minus 240 resources, get max district, and salvaging the situation happens in 7 days. Pay to hire more help, we get the district. Rush to the rescue, we lose influence, we get the district. Or we can lose some unity, and we get the district. Well, actually, the unity is not even a month's worth, so we may as well do that. Proceed with caution. Our scientists carefully analysed the systems, ensuring that we had full understanding of what we were dealing with before attempting a rescue of the sleeping population. Sadly, process from analysis to publication to follow-up studies took too long. By the time we were ready, life support failed and all lives were lost. Though tragic, the rescue yielded major scientific gains, and the recovered technology is already proven valuable. I wonder if the different options have different outcomes. we get 2,700 unity, which is pretty nice because we're almost finished Harmony. Then we can go for those clone vats to get these planets up and running because they're not going to have good pop growth. They have good stability, but 0% habitability means minus 50% pop growth speed. Okay, we can finish Harmony. Let's go Biomorphosis. We now need genomic research facilities online. And I think we do not want mutation because we do not want habitability. I think we go full on cloning for the monthly pop growth. All the pods are done. We have so many districts now. 26 maximum on a 14 size planet is insane. Oh, we got our first volcanic world made. So now we'll be producing alloys and minerals from here, which is really nice. And the surface of oil prime is ruptured. Its cross-fracturing has unbearable heat surge from below. Transformation was swift and absolute. Mountains collapsed, ocean boiled, and the sky was a veil of embers. No trace remains on the planet's once thriving biomes. Only extremophile life forms can still call this place home. Perfect. Our capital now. We should probably build a volcanic forge just to get the extra bonuses to all the jobs that they're working. We've finished deep excavation, a history revealed. We've finally reached the central core, and its scale beggars belief. A vast arcology lies within the planet, powered by magma and housing thousands of sleepers. It also holds immense archives chronicling our past, the rise of our galactic empire, and voices from the universe's great cooling. Some choose stasis, others fought the inevitable, and many simply denied reality and perished. The trove reveals long-buried truths. Some believe it demonstrates who we truly are and who we might yet become. Others argue we have forged a new successful identity and that the society of our ancestors is no longer suited to the universe of today. Either way, the vast tunnel network could be put to use of our choosing. We can rebuild our ancient empire. We get minerals, alloys, and get job efficiency for meticulous jobs per ancient tunnels plus 1%. We also get the Relic Pyroglyphic Codex, and we get max districts and ancient tunnels plus 2, and it concludes deep excavation. Other empires should respect our legacy. We get a commander at level 5, admin jobs, efficiency per tunnels plus 1, and the same relic and districts and tunnel. We should look to the future. Heck, yes, I like that. Or it matters only that we do good. Unity and efficiency for workers. Our capital is tech. We'll go in tech. We still get the relic 2. Here's the relic, which looks insane, by the way. Costs 10,000 energy to activate. Gives 10% monthly unity passively. Every time we activate it, for 10 years, we get 10% production to researchers. I'm guessing this would change depending on what we picked. Activating the codex for the first time permanently adds the underground architecture modifier to a capital with the following effects: 5 max districts, 20% housing, and amenities. This is surprisingly a tall origin. We need energy. Okay, luckily we are on 127 energy a month because we were paying loads to finish that situation as quickly as we could. So really we need to step up our energy production now because I need that. I need it a lot. We also need to turn our capital into a research world and see how much we can get there. Oh, we don't have gene tailoring. Let's research that then. Dyson Swarm, that's going to help a lot. And our capital can now get an energy grid down and more energy, up to 244. We're already at 10k energy. Okay, we did not need to go that hard into it, I guess. Let's activate more districts, housing amenities, 10% research. We absolutely want to spam tech, I guess. Our consumer goods might crash by doing this. I don't care. We'll figure it out. Maybe we need to convert this into consumer goods, and then this generator world can be partly alloys, I guess. Let's reduce our consumer good upkeep with this priest council position, and changing things over should hopefully we're fine. We just have negative alloys. Who needs that? We need city districts. We need tech, lots and lots of tech. We need the Grand Archive too, so that we can activate that specimen that will give us even more tech. 3%. Yes, please. Okay, let's go cloning. And we have saved 35,000 unity up, so we can quickly... Actually can't finish it off, which is quite funny. We do have clone vats, which are really cool. They've changed clone vats for this. I was expecting to need food, and they might have forgotten about it. But no, cloning requires alloys and energy. That's pretty cool. Not really for us, because I don't have alloys, and I have far more food production. We're selling 60, but makes sense. They are made from alloys, so they should be made from alloys. And it costs energy and minerals to make the building. We're probably going to collapse our economy, but hey, who cares? Ductile. That's a new trait. Could get living metals. I think I want natural machinist, the alloys and consumer goods. And honestly, industrious is probably really good too, since we're going to have a lot of minerals. That also makes alloys. Set them as default. Let you integrate into that. Arc furnace will be very nice too. And cloning is done. Let's get the clone authority, which reduces empire size from pops even more. And we get a surge of perk, which if we didn't have pacifism, we could go galactic hypothermia, which is the new crisis path, but that is for the next video. And we now have galactic archive. We can activate the 3%. We are building up our tech now. There's so much more we can build here. Since we're going full tech, let's go discovery to reduce their upkeep. I mean, our consumer goods are pretty decent, to be honest, at the minute. Oh, I should have... On these bad worlds, I should have just spammed the decision to get votes and gases. I'm stoppable on my day. Okay, I make too many consumer goods now. Let's make one of these alloys. Mastery of nature for more districts on a capital? I think so. Our faction's giving us 192 unity. Everything just kind of scaled massively once we finished the origin, as well as going, of course, ascension path. And I just want to see what happens when I fully upgrade this planet. We're at almost 1.5 thousand tech on the capital. We are now losing a lot of consumer goods. We have to switch back. We can finally upgrade these stinky planets with 0% habitability. We have the pop growth good enough now. We have 15 districts of miners here, and they're producing 132 unity from one volcanic forge. That's quite a lot. And these fire oracles, 200 of them are producing 77 unity. Maybe we should have collapsed our capital to begin with. For that unity rush, it might be worth it. Okay, I am bored of waiting now. So I'm going to use insta-build just to see the full capability of our capital, but our tech and everything is insane. These dead worlds just becoming insane unity production. We're almost finished our traditions. Let's try and make this like the ultimate tech planet. I'm guessing we do support stations on these. We can move the material workshop then to there so we save a slot. Don't think you can do that with the other things. It's just that one building. So that's fine. We can do the same physics. And then because we have max pops, because our population exploded, job efficiency we want to keep from the research. To be fair, and the medical center we want to keep. This is useless. Give us tech. We created too many jobs. Civilians, scum fix. 100% stability, insane efficiencies. 4.5 thousand tech on our capital with no ascensions yet, which you will be able to eventually do because you have insane unity production. That gets us close to 5k. I am very surprised by this origin. I did not expect it to end like this, but it's really cool. Volcanic worlds, very unique. Interesting mechanics, especially with the different civic, where we're creating these unity dead habitability worlds. Kind of need cloning to get the pops there, or you could resettle them, is what I was going to do if we didn't get the pops growing, but now they're growing because cloning is strong. Very much enjoyed. And if you want to see the other origin, click here to watch it. It will be coming out the day after this, but it will be already live for members from $1 a month, so you may as well go check it out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you there.